can't tell you how many barbecues I've been to where it's nothing but white people. We out in the country, and when they start lighting up that pit, you start thinking, are they gonna eat me? You know,
you get the worst scenarios. I feel like this is the last major fear that was filmed. Like they've already done like sharks and claustrophobia, black fear. Really? And this is it.
Hey everybody, I want you to welcome the newest member. Yeah, I'm calling you out now. He might not do it. I'm gonna say he's a regular here on the show. Patrick Gertz. Patrick Gertz, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Our newest member that's been here for over a year.
It's me like, yeah.
Newest member on this show.
Okay.
Yeah, he just keeps showing up. See, that's what happens. You're gonna keep sitting in that chair. You just gonna take it. And I like having you here. I like having you here, man. You know, you make me feel safe.
Oh, okay.
You really do, man. Because you know, there's a time I was scared of white people.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's called Now.
Yeah. I mean, I would never really showed it because you know you
because all those white women.
Oh yeah, hey. Ain't giving that up.
Korey will beat fear's ass.
Oh yeah, I'm willing to take the risk. As a lot of black dudes are. Don't laugh. You been up in that game before. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, he about to spit that soda out. He about to spit out his white juice. Look at it. Because, you know, a lot of brothers, you know, we you know, just like, it's funny how white people are scared of us, but there's an equal fear. I wish we could get past that, but it's there. But I got to tell you something. Brothers are willing to take that risk because once they get a taste of that white ass, they like, hey, you know what? I don't care what happens after this. It was worth it. And
I don't think you speak for everybody.
I speak for you, even you.
Nah, man, it feels like you addicted to something.
Right?
What you mean, man?
You want that white girl, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Okay.
Just a taste. It was just one time.
It's the very definition of projecting.
Yeah.
Doing over
No, man. They won't admit it, but brothers willing to take that chance. And that's why we all can look at this movie right here and kind of relate to it. I don't expect you to do that. You know?
Thanks.
Well, you don't have to decide. You ever dated a black woman?
No.
Then you don't know what I'm talking about right here. A lot of brothers done dated a white girl and got pulled up in the meeting the family. They got pulled up and going to some function where they were the only black person there, the only black dude there. Mm-hmm. And you know, a lot of things cross your mind when that happens. Like, are they going to kill me?
And why is my girl so stupid she doesn't see what I'm going through?
Yeah, exactly.
This is normal. No, it's not.
Yeah. And that's what happened with my man Chris right here, played by Danielle Kaluuya. And he's dating this girl he met, Rose Armitage, played by Allison Williams. You might have seen her on Girls on HBO. And they got a good thing going on. Been dating 5 months, and it's time to meet the family. Now, usually in this kind of situation, the white girl is quick to let them know he is black.
Yeah.
You know,
give them time to get their stuff ready.
Yeah. They tell they tell their parents before they even meet a black dude. When they know that they want a black dude, they tell them. They call their parents up. I'm dating a black guy. They ain't even got one yet, but they need that time to process.
It sound like they're saying it as a warning. They're not. They're like, I'm doing this to fuck with you, to get back at you. So I'm rubbing it in your face. Yeah, my boyfriend is black.
That's a warning in itself. And you know she lets her parents know that, hey, I'm bringing this guy home right before he gets there. And of course, he's expecting the worst, but he cannot expect the way things are going off the rails with this particular situation right now. When he gets there, let's just say that they're acting kind of odd, a little weird, more than he expected them to be. And it doesn't help that they got black groundskeepers and maids, and the whole time they're acting like pod people. They're acting like they're in a trance. You know, there's some spooky shit going on around here. I mean, something that is already stressful to deal with, and it's not too long before he learns that his fears are justified. Now, with this movie right here, they're talking about that this is from the mind of Jordan Peele, who is the other half of Key and Peele. And when they say from the mind of Jordan Peele, they're pretty much saying this is from a black director, so don't blame us.
And a black writer.
And a black writer. Because this movie is going to make some people mad. I don't look forward to looking at Fox News, but I can't wait till Monday to see what Fox News is going to say about this. It's just going to be Fox News is going to have a segment called "What the Fuck."
How dare you?
Right.
That's
Dare
gonna
you,
be called.
It's just going to be Sean Hannity and crew just sitting there, just all mad and red.
This is what it comes to. We told you that they were angry.
Yeah, and I'm going to even tell you, for all you black people out there, just for the weekend, just stay off the internet. It's best that you just don't get on there because it's going to be all kind of comments and news about how reverse racism is alive and well, how this movie is so racist, how dare you black people do this in such stressful social and political times.
That's why we doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Ain't gonna lie.
I can't think of a better time for this to come out.
Everybody's open compensating.
Sure.
In this film, everybody who thinks that they're doing the right thing, even Rose, the girlfriend, she thinks that this is a man and she has to speak for him for everything. She has to defend him in everything that they do. When they get pulled over by a police officer, times ain't really good for the relationship between black people and cops.
No.
Wait,
No.
I'm trying to think back when it was.
That
First of
was
February.
Yeah. But with this right here, it's like, damn, you root for the cop. It's like, girl, leave this cop alone. You about to get this boy hurt.
Sir, can I see your license, please?
Wait, why?
Yeah, I have state ID.
No. He wasn't driving.
I didn't ask who was driving. I asked to see his ID.
He's like, he gonna shoot me.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to get us both killed.
Yeah.
No,
By both, I mean me.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about this scene, man, was something like this just happened to me this past
Yes.
weekend. Like
Yeah.
we were driving to Dallas,
And
Gertz
was the
the-
girl.
Yeah.
He ain't got to show you.
Yeah, you were. He didn't say it to the cop.
I kept my mouth shut, but I definitely
when the
was
cop
like,
was there, but like after we were done, he's like, "How could he pull you over? You were only going 13 over. You were going in the left lane." I'm like, "Gertz, I was speeding. I was breaking the law." But yeah, you were like swerving in and out of traffic. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. He was more upset about it than I was.
I was mad, man.
I like the way you read. Leave my man alone. He ain't got to show you shit. Like,
I guess that really does prove there's different rules.
Yeah.
Get that headlight fixed. And that mirror.
Thank you, officer.
get in the car and be like, next time, shut the fuck up.
No, that was we went past another cop. He screamed out, "Pigs!" Yeah,
Oh, damn.
Her intentions are well and straightforward. We understand. But it's when they get to the house and they meet the parents. Now, you would expect like these parents who claim to be on the liberal side, Dad's gonna show that he's down by making all kind of awkward comments, talking about how many times he voted for Obama.
And if he could, he would do it again.
Yeah.
And referring to him constantly as my man.
My man.
My man.
Yeah. And saying things. Look at him trying to kind of talk you about how long this thing been going on right here.
Yeah.
But throughout it all, there's still their awkwardness seems just a little more calculated. It
Yeah.
seems just a little more cold. It's just something that with them, it's off from the regular visit with the parents where dad is just making, embarrassing, funny jokes.
So how long has this been going on? This thing.
With a chicken wing.
How long?
Does he have an off button? This is exhausting.
He's like, no, this is fucking scary. he's like, let's get the hell out of here.
And every black dude has that same expression.
In every scene, he's smiling. This brother's just you feel for Chris because Chris really is trying to roll with it.
He's trying to roll with it, but you also you get that feeling like he's in over his head and he doesn't know how much.
Oh no!
But us just sitting there, we don't even know what's going on, but we just have that feeling like he doesn't know what's going on. This is a lot deeper than he thinks it is.
So the whole time, man, like I'm like, you know what? I've been in this position, and I'm just like, all right, if they're being very weird, but again, I've been around weird parents like that, so they're like, all right, I'll just smile and just try to be nice. But there's a moment, and Martin's right, where you're like, all right, something ain't right. We need to go.
Well, and I gotta tell you right now, in Gertz. I want to tell every white person out there to go, do not be offended by the movie because I'm going to tell you why in a little while. Because it just simply works, and I'll tell you why. But I'm going to tell all y'all right now, all the white people who go see this, Gertz, you in particular, because you just sit next to me, you're just not going to have the same experience that we are.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Because And yes, I will speak for all of us. We've all been that token black dude.
Oh, been in that situation?
Yes. We've all been that token black dude where we've been somewhere dating a white girl, or we've been the token black friend. We out of some function down in the middle of nowhere, like a wedding or, you know, some river party or something.
Yeah, bachelor party.
Bachelor party, and for some reason that phone went out and you just automatically thought to yourself, you know something? If this suddenly just turned into a Klan rally, that's my ass.
This is where I die. Yeah. No, Gertz, it's legit. You have that thought.
No, you really do. It's like if they decided to, you start thinking weird shit, like if they just decide to have a black sacrifice right now, well, my black ass is going to have to just bend over and commit myself.
Yeah, and if this turns into the Wicker Man,
Yeah.
I'm getting the bees.
Yeah, you see the bees, the motherfucking bees.
But yeah, man, like Gertz, this is really something. Like even when I went up to Fort Worth last year for a friend's New Year's Eve party, all Italians, and like it's like 18 of them there. I'm the only black guy there, and I'm like, I'm gonna get murdered, and nobody will find out.
I can't tell you how many barbecues I've been to where it's nothing but white people. We out in the country, and when they start lighting up that pit, you start thinking, are they gonna eat me? You know,
You get the worst scenarios. I feel like this is the last major fear that was filmed. Like they've already done like sharks and claustrophobia, black fear. And this is it.
We went to a party recently where you came in with LaCroix, and I've never seen you so visibly nervous.
like this LaCroix was bubbling over. And so you go to these things, and at the end of it all, it's cool. You know, everybody's friendly. You know, you wipe the sweat from your head, and everything is fine. But in here, the worst nightmares are what we think would happen, because not only are these, because it really goes down when they bring the other white people in. You know, when the rich white people come in, all of them driving up in the same looking van,
The Lincoln-
the
town
limousines
cars,
and the town cars.
Yeah, they look like the Secret Service pulling in there.
Yeah. And not only, see, this is where it gets weird, because it's kind of angering, but it's more suspenseful, because not only are they condescending to Chris, but they just pretty much flat out start treating him like slave property.
Yeah.
Like they start treating him like straight up touching on him like he's cattle.
Okay.
Oh, not bad.
Poor Chris, man.
Have you not had that happen to you before?
Oh yeah.
I was about to say.
Oh yeah, I think it was Martin that heard this. Martin, I had an older white woman, something like this, and she came up to Martin and said, "That's my black stallion." And Martin said, "Do you know what the fuck she just said to me?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's cool, man."
Hey, Nielsen. So, is it true? Is it better?
Wow.
You know, it's and everybody's looking at him, because you would think that the women might be fetishizing him, but I'm looking at that part right here where it's like they got that old dude in that chair who was sitting there, like looking at him too, like everybody is scoping his ass out. He's looking at him like, yeah, that's some good stock right there. You know, at this point, your stress level is high watching this. This guy's in a situation that he is outnumbered. He's not going to be able to get very far from these people because they look like they got everything thought of. And the moment that they actually use the word of the title, when one dude actually yells at him, "Get out!"
Get out. Sorry, man.
Get out! Yo! At that point, it is a full-on horror movie.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It works as a full-on horror movie. For all the people out there that are kind of scared to go see this because of the social commentary, and it's there, and I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. But I would say give it a chance, because if you can actually remove it's strongly in there, but if you can remove the social commentary from it, it works as a straight-out horror movie. From that point on, that third act, it's bloody. It's scary. Most of the humor is gone out of it. You know, I don't know. Because I see some flaws with the movie. I'm interested to see how you guys feel about it.
Okay. Oh, go for it, man.
Well, I don't know if this is good or not, because you always say I only like shitty horror movies, and I love this.
Okay, well, this is some more bullshit then. Do you? Yeah, you love this, right?
Yeah. Because everything, the humor worked, the thriller of it worked, and the horror worked. It did touch on. I mean, maybe it's a fear that's just localized to us. Maybe it's not universal, but it is a real fear that nobody's made before, at least to my knowledge or to my satisfaction. But also, all the humorous bits they're there to disarm you. But they also I like that it's in there because something like this is kind of fantastic. I think needs that. So that they know that, like, hey, we realize this can't. Well, this probably won't really happen.
You're getting a whole different experience in than the average horror movie. This works like EC Comics did back in the Twilight Zone, where this is making social commentary on things that are happening now. Except with this, they don't hide behind the allegory is aliens for black people
or zombies shopping.
Zombies and shopping. This ain't Zootopia. Right here. No, this is about racial issues and they're tackling it head on. They're saying, yes, this is about black and white. Shit, some brother's gonna be mad. Man, why you ruining white women for me? Man, you messed up my game, man. But it's social commentary works best. I'm glad people are gonna be upset about this. I'm glad people are going to be talking about this because that means that this is something that works like the best sci-fi and horror movies from back in the day. This is mostly a horror movie. And during the third act, I feel like humor could get in the way.
True.
But they still managed to do it in a particular way where instead of just making jokes and keeping the intensity up, they had this guy, Lil Rel Howery.
His friend,
the best friend. They did a great thing by making the best friend us.
Yeah. He is the audience the entire time.
And when I say us, I'm talking about the black audience that is talking back to the movie.
So look, I go do my research. Apparently, a whole bunch of brothers been missing in this suburb. But it's cool. Bro, how you not scared of this?
It was almost like he was sitting right next to me in the movie. Yeah. And you want to know how good this is? You want to know how well this movie is made? Black people shut the hell up watching it. Black people didn't say nothing until I think the most a black person said in this was like, damn, or woo! and there was moments in here where jump scares work, where there was
there was some white dude sitting down the road from me who was loud the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, was he?
He was losing his shit.
Mm-hmm. How did you not hear him?
Yeah. I guess I was at the other end, man.
He wasn't near you. He was closest to you, actually.
I don't know, man. I was engrossed. I had a white dude that got the white almost got scared off of him. There was a moment a woman walked past the door. He's like, oh shit, and then looked mad about it.
You should have just reached over and grabbed him. 3D.
Oh, that was that first joke jump scare.
Yeah, it was. And he got mad about it.
He put that in there that totally for laughs. Mm-hmm. Like once that noise went off, even everybody else laughed like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that dude, he felt bad because when he jumped, he's like, man, fuck this, man.
But that was the thing, though. Usually with jump scares and when they use cheap tactics like that, you're like, oh, God, here we go again.
Yeah.
But when they did it in here, you're like, all right, I know why you're doing this for humor and an homage to old horror flicks. And that actually made me jump I think the entire audience jumped.
Yeah.
We've been talking about Chris the whole time, but Allison Williams does a great job.
She's great.
She's amazing. Hey, look, I know what y'all saying, but you ain't gonna get the white folks no credit in this. Hey, the white people did well. No. Actually, this movie would not work if it weren't for the supporting characters in here. Like we said, Allison Williams, she did a great job in this movie. She has to do a lot of roles in this film. But at the same time, those parents, man.
Bradley Whitford
and Catherine Keener, man.
Mm-hmm. There was something about Bradley Whitford, the dad, that reminded me of Will. There was just something about his manner. I kept thinking, man, when Will gets old, I see him.
He's gonna be that dude.
Was this in Connecticut? Might be.
He's gonna be trolling black dudes. Yeah, they are great. And who's your boy from
Lakeith
from Atlanta.
From Atlanta.
Lakeith Lattimore, I think.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He continues to impress me. That guy has played so many different roles in so many movies, and he's on the come up right now. And I would say, look out for him, man. He's that guy that's getting cast on a lot of things, and he never ceases to amaze me because every time he's doing something different.
Yeah, this Short Term 12, Dope. Like every time he's playing some. In Atlanta, he's just a pothead, but you can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah, and then what was the Oliver Stone movie that just came out? Snowden. He was a computer genius in Snowden. So, so that brother's got a lot of range, man. Look, I absolutely love this film. I love it. I really do. I mean, the thing is, I love. What's up?
Just speaking of the actors and the characters, I really like Stephen Root because he was like that one white guy there at the party who was like, man, these people, right? And it just makes you feel like, oh, good.
Yeah, no,
it's not just me that's crazy.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that's a real life thing when you find that white bash and you're like, all right, I'm gonna talk to you for the rest of the night.
You feel so relieved when Stephen Root says, "Oh, these hunkies right here, they don't know what's going on, but you and me, brother, we got it right."
Y'all are attached to the hip for the rest of the party.
Just keep walking with me. You my date tonight. But yeah, you know, I absolutely love the film, and not just because of the black issues in it. I mean, that's the least part of it for me. I like that the black issues in it are the thing that raises us above the regular horror and suspense movies and thrillers that we get out there. But the reason why I love this so much is because, as I said, as a big horror fan and I love science fiction, this gets that right in so many areas. So before I continue to praise this movie and kiss his black ass, what I'm gonna tell you is that it's, to me, there are some things, being a fan of horror, that it does that I go in and I just criticize horror harshly over. One of the things, and I don't know if y'all saw this, maybe it's a small deal for me, I know y'all say I'm nitpicking, but one of the things I hate in horror, one of the things I just hate in movies in general, is when the villain does something that just leaves it so easy for the protagonist to discover what's really going on. You know, they leave a drawer open. They leave a door open. They leave the door to the lab open or the secret lair. And then the person walks in and they find out. And in this movie, they do that. And I really hate that because that's just a way to say, you know what, time is running low. So we got to do something real quick to get this movie going. And they did that here. I'm like, why would this person do this knowing how much is at stake and just leave it out there for somebody to discover?
But it wasn't out in the open.
Well, yeah, here's the one thing about that, and this is, I'm a big horror fan too, and when usually they do something like that, the second they see, there's an option to figure out what's going on or what kind of evil is afoot, they go check it immediately. But in this movie, like, he sees it and you're thinking, don't go there because something bad is gonna happen to you, and it comes back later. So you're like, all right, like that was actually, you wrote that in there, it just wasn't there for like, all right, here's a big reveal.
Right.
And y'all gonna sit up here, and I know the people I'm already seeing the YouTube comments. Of course you do this for a black movie. But you know something, I'm gonna say, you Negro movies gotta stick together. I'll leave it on y'all. I wanna hear how y'all continue with this and give your ratings.
Okay. I think they really did. Jordan Peele did an amazing job of just putting this together. I mean, from the writing, from the directing, and there were moments in here where you're like, all right, this is going to be another horror movie. You're going to get, a couple of scenes in the dark, a couple of jump scares. But he does some really artistic stuff in here, like the hypnotism part. You're like, holy shit! Like, what? That came out of nowhere. Yep. I love when protagonists are smart and they don't make stupid decisions, and everything seems like they were on the level. And like Martin said, he doesn't do anything stupid. I had a great time in this movie. This is a better than sex for me, man.
Wow. Okay, you want to stick with that? You should.
Oh yeah, I'm sticking with that. Oh yeah, I'm sticking with that.
I'm still fucking this right now.
I'm still in.
Yeah. Martin.
I don't know about better than sex, but I think it is just about perfect. It is easily my favorite horror movie. I want to run back out and see it again, but I want to see it on a Friday at the blackest theater possible. I know. Now that I've seen it once and I've heard it and all, so I want to go see it with a black audience.
So you're going to the Galaxy this Friday?
Yeah. That's what I want to do. That's how I would recommend people seeing it, at least on your second time for sure. And the one thing I thought is like, man, all those times we watched the trailer for Tusk, this is what we kept hoping it was going to be.
Yeah. You look at somebody like when Kevin Smith wants to make a horror movie, there's no excuse for what you get right there, because this is something that proves just proves everything where he went wrong with something like Tusk.
Yes,
that's a good point. What's your rating?
It's a super high full price.
Super high full price. Gertz.
Oh, I want to see it this Saturday, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go to the blackest theater like Martin going to?
Maybe.
But when you walk in and all the black people just shine away from you.
I have the power now.
People you walk in, black people like, he's evil.
Yeah, this is a movie. It'd be a waste to see at the Alamo Draft House where nobody can talk.
No, with them hipsters and shit. No, this is one where black people should talk. They should be like that dude. Negro, do what the title says. Get out. Man,
What you waiting on, boy?
you saw right at the beginning of the movie. I got to say that when I watched this, I had some complaints here. And I'm trying to weigh, are those complaints really valid enough for me to take any points away from this? And really, I don't think so, man. I mean, when I'm watching this, they get so many things right here on so many fronts while they're trying to, as Korey said, balance in 3 different movies. I definitely would give this a better than sex. I mean, it's so far like it is my favorite movie this year.
Is my favorite movie this year.
And that's what I want to tell you. The reason why, another thing they get right is that they're dropping clues, just continuously through the film.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you can go. It is a black Sixth Sense. You can go watch this again. That's why I said it's like M. Night Shyamalan. You got Spike Lee up there for the black issues, and M. Night Shyamalan with the twist.
Yeah.
And they keep dropping hints throughout the film over and over and over again. And when you go back, it gives this movie a lot of rewatchability. When you go back, you're going to be able to put all these things together that you missed. I was even watching some of these clips, and I was saying, you know what? If I would have known what was at the end of this movie, looking at this scene right here would have had so much more meaning.
Well, that's what I wanted. What I really loved about it is that when you get to the twists and the reveals, none of it comes out of nowhere. You're shocked by it, but you look back like, well, the breadcrumbs led me right here.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like they just pulled it out of their asses.
Yeah. You go black people. I hate to say it, watch with black people because white people gonna be laughing. Meanwhile, black people gonna be looking at the movie like this the whole time.
And that brother can cry at the drop of a hat, and not just a tear, a whole flood.
Oh yeah.
To like cry. Got it.
Yeah, he's close to pulling the Viola Davis with this, man. If he just get his nose to run, then, Allison Williams even said how amazing that was. They said we did so many takes where he had to cry, and he cried. And I think it was just a set full of white people. They actually told him, you're going to die. You made this real.
You never go see your family again.
Oh, God. My worst fears come true.
And he's got a good American accent.
Yeah, he does because he's British. He was actually in Black Mirror the first time I saw him. Just a warning.
Chasing after some white girl.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. But he won in that one. But I'm going to tell you, I would recommend if you date a white girl, y'all might want to see this separately because if you do, that's going to be a long ride home together.
Are you not going to take me to see this?
No, hell no, I ain't taking her to see this. Shit, I was scared to go home and see me.
I bet. We're going to go back to Turkey, baby. No!
Yeah. Shit, I was looking through the window. I was like, how many white people she got hiding in here waiting to jump me?
See this up there fixing her hair?
Yeah.
Joe grabs you. Get out!
Get out! It's gonna be a long ride home. You got a white girlfriend. I recommend y'all go see 50 Shades Darker again if y'all have to.
Man. Do we know any interracial couples? Because I'd love to go see it with them too.
Oh, I would.
just to ride back with them.
Technically, Ray.
Well,
Well,
like I said, you know me, but I ain't going to that movie with her, man. Shit, that movie might give her ideas. Yeah, I ain't gonna have me sitting up there with me in my own home looking like this.
Every time we come over, how you doing, Coleman? Cheers.
I'm telling y'all, help me.
Hello, my fine chap. Oh, no. Oh, no.
they got it.
Oh, did we completely forgot about that?
Yeah. Shit, y'all come to my house and I'm looking at y'all. Get out!
He was like, yo.
Yeah, but you do that anyway.
Yeah. Me and me have had a fight. Get out! Get out! Put your hands and fight with you too. GameFly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. GameFly has given me an excuse to do that. And you could even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com lootcrate.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month. Just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link, try lootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.